Hi, this is Graham Jeacocke. Now, there's a comparison I want to make yet again, and it concerns Bear Grylls, the extraordinary man who takes a lot of people and gets them to think about the situation they're in. Survival. That's another name for it. Now, in one episode, Bear had to eat shit. Now, this is the dilemma of atheism, right? You see, Bear Grylls, what he does represents atheism. If God doesn't exist, you have to eat shit to survive. Now, because there's no alternative, you have to survive by how clever you are. If you're not clever, you're going to die. And even if you are clever, you're going to die. So, anyway, in the Bible, there's books called prophets. And there's one prophet who has to use human feces, shit basically, as fuel. Now, fuel is not eating it. You see, God gives you dignity. Now, even the prophet says, please, I've never, well, you can read the prophet yourself. I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to illustrate the usefulness of the Bible. Now, the prophet burned the human excrement, right? Atheism has to eat shit, human excrement, if it wants to survive, because it can't call out in God. So, what have we found out about ourselves? Do you really want to survive on your own? Because Bear Grylls shows it's rather bleak. I mean, it's ironic the atheists always going on about, we're gonna give you mental strength, we'll give you confidence. Really? If you talk to an atheist who has great mental strength in their sport field or any field that, like, they work in, finance, the arts, whatever, managerial roles, law, you name it, economics, you can break them down because ultimately they're not guided by hope. They have to convince themselves to be strong. Now, that is entirely different from saying we have hope. Because atheists don't have hope. They have the arrogance and delusion to say, I can do this, I can conquer this. That's not hope, that's arrogance. Bruce Lee had arrogance to say he was the best, he was the greatest. I can have arrogance to say I am the greatest musician because I have sight read over 8,000 pieces of music and not one pianist can touch me. But God always keeps me grounded, because if I was to read the Bible, there's always a passage about boasting, and I feel guilty. Whereas Bruce Lee, you see, Bruce Lee was a philosopher, but he had a bad philosophy, because unfortunately he died because of his arrogance. He thought because he was that fit, he could not die, or nothing could go wrong. Obviously he thought he was going to die, but I mean, what I meant was he thought he was overall healthy, that it couldn't lead to problems. Anyway, so basically, atheists just eat shit from day to day, while God gives you shit to use as fuel. And fuel is the starting point of survival. Because with fuel, you can look after yourself. Anyway, enjoy your day.